What's going on, everybody? This is your boy, Scotty by Nature TV, and we have my good friends here. Jamie, that's me, and Make It Make Sense, okay, who is live elsewhere. Okay, but anyhow, we're
Jamie, you're
here.
muted.
I
I
thought
just
that.
said period.
I'm
Oh,
not. I'm not
but
making sense today. I'm Sheree.
oh no,
Did
you did. No, you did.
no, you did not. Oh my god!
Oh my God.
Exactly. Oh my god! Oh
But
wow!
we are here today. This is not going to be a long live. We're going to be on here for like a good hour. Because I don't even think this conversation is really worth talking about for more than an hour. But we're here to discuss the Real Housewives of Atlanta and the state of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I felt like Jamie was, because me and Mills been doing these collaborations with different YouTubers. We did one with House of Aaron already. Then last week we did one with Riding the Voice. So we was like, let's do one with Jamie. That's me. And I feel like Jamie was the best person to do this with, because every review she do on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, she talk about, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of y'all doing this. Tired of y'all talking about that. So I'm like, I got to hear what she got to say, because I see the titles. And when I see them titles, I'm like, she finna go in. Because I watched the review earlier today.
listen, maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. You know, the girls they get me a little tired. And I need them to push some things along. I just feel like it's not moving. We've been talking about shootings for 3 episodes, and it's giving for me. Where is your scooter? Meaning, where is your house, Marlo? What happened to the construction on that? Like, well, let's talk about some other things. I am looking forward to her dating. I'm really looking forward to that, because we can stop the shooting conversations. And I am overhearing Candy talking about somebody's getting sliced in the face. Like, what's up? But I do understand that she's only retaliated. She's only responding to what you give her. So, it's annoying.
I get it. So, being that we're in the 15th season and we're in the 6th episode going into the 7th, what do you guys think is the prime issue with this show this season?
I feel like it's producers. I don't even know if it's the cast, or is it? I don't know. I kind of feel. You think it's the cast? Because then here's the other thing. I'm like, is it the producers not knowing what to pull, or is it the cast not giving them stuff to pull?
I think that the crux of all the issues started with Marlo trying to produce the show. Like, Marlo is no Giselle, right? Like, what she is doing is ruining there's drama. We just don't care about it. So she's giving drama in every scene that she can, but it's not something that we're invested in. It's not anything based on reality. And you asked about that house. She said she didn't want that house because too many people knew where you live. Well, if that were the case and you really were genuinely scared for your life, because we did see her get robbed, you wouldn't be in that townhouse either.
Talk about those things.
So we don't technically know where that new house was, but you don't have the security that you need in that house. So that just, I don't know. Maybe she didn't have the money.
Maybe she didn't have the man.
Maybe she didn't want to put the hover round in the new house, and that caused the rift.
Yeah, I would have thought it would have been a little cheaper just, for a straight ramp, but I guess not.
Not a ramp. Oh my God. The biggest,
you probably carry him at this point.
Possibly.
The things
what's the little baby strap on?
Oh my God. The things
a strap on.
No, the little baby, when you're carrying the baby, you put the little.
Oh my God.
I could see Marlo topping the right person. What do they call it? PEGGING?
Yes, that's exactly what Ford from Black and Crew had going on with him last week on Twitter. Yes, I follow his Twitter. Yes, I do.
I did hear about that. Wow.
I saw it with my own 2 eyes.
I'm trying to interview him for my new channel.
Oh, that would be good.
That's gonna be a good one.
And bend them over.
You know what?
It's a topic.
Anyway.
Jamie's newly engaged. We don't know. She might want to be adventurous one day.
Never that. Never. Not gonna. Okay.
Oh my
Not that.
God. But the biggest thing that I see in regards to this show is that if y'all are on Twitter, it's these think pieces that these folks do every day about this show.
Mm-hmm.
And people are, and I see a person in here doing it already. People are blaming most of this on Candy and Kenya. People feel like Candy and Kenya are not true leads of the show. They don't think they can properly lead a show.
Mm-hmm.
But in my opinion, how can we only blame Candy and Kenya when there's other cast members on the show that's not necessarily bringing that much to the show, in my opinion? Like, how you blaming Candy and Kenya, but you got Sheree, who really ain't doing shit. You got Sonya, who's absolutely boring.
Mm-hmm.
And you got Drew, who I don't feel like Drew is boring. But they're not showing her enough now. And I think they're not showing her enough now because we haven't gotten to the meat and potatoes of her story yet. And then we have Marlo, who is just creating drama out of thin air. So would you guys agree that Candy and Kenya is the downfall of this show? Or would you disagree that Candy and Kenya are the downfall of the show?
Well, my question is, what do you mean by lead? What classifies a person as a lead of a show? Like, it depends on also how that person perceives it. So that's my question, because it's like, what made Portia the lead of a show? Because if you ask me, what made Portia the lead was because she was pretty and everybody thought she was beautiful and she had a nice body, and that's why y'all favored her more, even though she's done fucked up stuff on the show just like Kenya has. You know what I'm saying? And I used to be crazy about her.
Me too.
I feel, because I say that because if y'all saying Kenya and Candy are not leading the show and they should go, then every time we hear about who should return, the first person y'all say is Portia, and then it's Nene. So then that's my question of what do you mean when you say lead? What do you mean?
That's the same question that I got too, because like when people talk about the show in past tense, most people would say that Nene was the lead of the show. Or if you look at Potomac, people say that Karen and Giselle are leads of the show. Or if you look at New Jersey, people say that Teresa is the lead. You know, it's certain people that they have on these shows that people push as a lead. Or back in the day, people would, you know, go ahead, Mills. I'm sorry.
I would challenge that, not so much a lead, but a star of the show. That's my margarita. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Margarita.
A star. Well, I feel like Candy and Kenya are stars if we doing it like that. But what else are y'all looking for? Because I feel like what made Nene a lead, if y'all want to say that, a star of the show, whatever, was number one was because she was an original and she came from the beginning.
Yeah.
And also because she's a big, tall woman, she threw her weight around a lot. So I mean, so she would kind of somewhat threaten the girls. Like, so what exactly what is that? You know, I feel like the reason Robin and quote unquote Giselle are leads is because I mean, shit, they like the lightest ones on the damn show outside of Karen. And in the beginning, a lot of people wasn't featuring Karen. You know what I'm saying? So
I was one of them. I ain't gonna lie, I was one of them.
And then I feel like some of the people that's still there I feel like those are the only three that's old heads. Am I wrong? Karen,
and Ashley,
Robin, and then Ashley. They don't even consider Ashley a lead, and Ashley give y'all more storyline than anybody there. But again, what's your definition of a lead? What do you mean? Because Ashley Slick be leading the girls, whether I drag her down the road and back home or not, because she annoys me. But we can't deny what Ashley brings to Potomac. So is Ashley not
forehead?
Oh my God. Barry. So I just gotta know that though. Like, what y'all mean?
You know, it goes back into what you said. Like you said, what makes a lead, and then you know, Mims made the comment to say, "Let me challenge you guys." They was a star. You know, like even with. I think they do this with a lot of shows, even with like a Love and Hip Hop, for example. There were people when Love and Hip Hop Atlanta first came out, there were people that would say it would be an argument it'll be like, well, Jocelyn is the lead, or K Michelle, them two. Or Love and Hip Hop in New York, it was Chrissy and Yandy. On Hollywood, it was Tierra Marie and Moniece. And then, of course, on Miami, it was Trina and Trick Daddy. It's people that people push into the front, like the centerpiece, I guess, the most important, or the face, if you will. So, you know, I don't know, but I don't think that it's fair that we can to just blame Candy and Kenya, because why are they the only two that's required to bring something, and the rest of them are not?
Right. When Sheree been there the
Sheree's
longest, but
probably
she
only
operates like a friend of versus like an actual housewife.
Right.
Sheree probably don't even make enough to cover her mortgage from the show.
Well, let Sheree tell it. She doesn't have a mortgage. Sheree said that in her interview. She said, in order for you to get a foreclosure, honey, you have to have a mortgage. And she doesn't have
So are
one.
you saying that she's paid off the house, or are you saying it's in like an LLC or an S corporation?
What I think it is, because she said there was a house on that property, so I believe she purchased that land in that house. She knocked it down. I believe she went and got a construction loan to build that house back up. So it's like, it ain't a mortgage, it's a construction loan. So, but you still got one. So I don't know what that would call if you were to default on a construction loan. I don't know if they would still consider that foreclosure or how that works. But that's what I would think.
I have her.
You mean Thelma doesn't have a mom?
Thelma.
She couldn't keep it in her mom's name though. I think it's in like a business name. Like even with Teresa and Joe, when they lost everything, they were able to save the home because the home was technically a business.
Correct. Absolutely. And that's smart. That's smart as hell.
You got a super chat, Scotty.
Another one?
Oh wait, you got that from Catherine?
Yeah, I already put that up there already. I think he was gone when I put it up there. But
could have bought a bottle.
Oh my God. Who do you think should go after this season? I know it's still early, but since we're talking about the state of the show, who do y'all think should go?
Marlo, Courtney, need never. Like
not need never.
Courtney is in every scene. Courtney had an opportunity to have an event, and what does she do? Something that we already saw 3-4 years ago. Why would we need to have? We already had Kenya versus Sheree in that Mama Joyce wig, right? We've seen it. So this was your opportunity to show us all the money, all the money that your baby daddy / current / relate, whatever they are. I'm just tired of her. And she could have gave us something fabulous, but what she gave us was something that she could afford.
Ooh. Wow.
I mean, am I lying, Jamie? Am I lying?
I can't think of the lie at all. I cannot. Sonya can go, okay? The same way she wants her family to go out of her home, she can also go away from us with this. I'm not featuring it at all, okay? Period.
So basically, y'all
Sonya and Marlo.
Sonya, Marlo, and Courtney to go.
I'll be willing to kind of keep Courtney just to get her another season to see what she do, but the other two, they can go. That's why I want to get her another season, because I don't know.
She's a crisis managing jewelry maker, and I think she threw something else in there.
That sounds like favorite.
I haven't seen any jewelry. And she's throwing fuel on the fire. She was
at Sheree house when she met Sonya. She said, "This is my jewelry right here," when she did the little bracelets.
Oh, I forgot she even did that. I forgot she even did that, to be honest. Like, for real. I think...
But Scotty, how you gonna be a crisis manager and you throw fuel on the fire? I mean, you throw fuel on the fire every chance you get. You can't even manage Marlo.
Oh, child.
Mm.
Well, Marlo can't manage Marlo.
But you're supposedly paid to be a crisis manager. That's probably why she could only afford that secret room or whatever it's called.
Beat the bomb.
Beat the bomb.
Candy was about to beat
business
that
can't
ass.
be great.
That's what I believe too, Jane, because she was too pissed. For me, I think Courtney should go because I think a lot of people Twitter, like if you read these tweets on Twitter with these housewife fans, you would really is really ridiculous because people really be standing for Courtney, and I just don't understand why they do. Versus Moneta, they stand for Courtney. They want Courtney. They don't like Moneta. But I want to see Courtney go because she's just annoying to me.
Yeah.
Sonya is whack
Forgettable.
and forgettable. And I thought she was very promising when I first heard about her coming on the show. I was excited to see what she gave, but when she finally
Same.
came there, it's like, and I think she's obsessed with Drew.
Right?
I feel like she's obsessed with Drew. Everything is about Drew. And that's the only time she's semi-interested is if she's beefing with Drew. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
agree.
it's kind of like, okay. So it's just like, I don't know. Then Sheree can go and because she gets fired every other season. And if she gets fired after this season, she can stay fired because she don't bring anything. And they
But
really,
new
and Carlo,
noses. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
and then, ma'am, stop. And then Carlos keep on trying to make this Sheree and Martell thing a thing. Like he really thinks that is the most interesting thing that was out there this season.
Yeah, because it benefits his show.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. Like anytime you look at a review of this show with him, he always talked about. Well, the main thing that was interesting was the Sheree and Martell thing because that was the most exciting. No, it wasn't.
Try, bye.
The shit fell flat. The shit
It
fell
definitely
flat.
did. And we ain't even gonna see him no more. Like,
So I mean, really. So it's just like, okay, then who else? I said Sonya, I said Sheree. And Marlo can really go. Like, I never wanted her to get a peach anyway. And a lot of people are, championing for her
they
because
are.
it's I cannot believe the shit that I've been seeing. Like they think that she's being bullied by the girls. They just make it all types of excuses for Marlo. And it's mainly because when Marlo wasn't on the show, it would be boring. But she on the show, and some of y'all still saying that it's boring. So
But
I
that's the
mean,
gag for me. She was on the show majority of last week's episode, and the views wasn't even that high, and she just damn sure was not that interesting. That's what I'm trying to understand. Like they had her for the majority of the show, and she was not giving. That was the worst episode for me.
it
Who wants to
was.
sit around and see her hollering? Like nobody wants to see that and struggling with that fat tongue. Like, girl, get it
My
out.
nephew's dead, bitch. My nephew. I can't. I said that after watching these last like 5 episodes, I feel disrespectful talking about Marlo's nephew. I feel like I am acting a young man who lost his life. And now it feels like Marlo has set up his legacy as an OLG employee. It doesn't feel right to me. It doesn't feel like this should be a storyline. And I wonder why more people are not saying that in terms of like the housewives or Andy. You know what I mean? You want to support people in their grief, but this is the biggest platform a housewife fanatic can have. This is the biggest platform. We have put this boy in a box. All we know about him was that he was a chef. He met a man at OLG. They became roommates, and he was deceased. We don't know anything about him. They have not highlighted anything, his passions, his family. They've only said everything involving OLG, and I really do think it's disgusting.
It is.
I like what Fatima Kid said, actually. She said, keep Marlo, but return her to friend of. I can get with that. Put her back where y'all found her.
I'm not going back to the club,
I think she excelled in that role. She don't have to go away completely. Just put her back where she was.
Why can't she go away?
So she don't have to fight so hard to try and bring, you know what I'm saying? To try and produce. She don't have to fight so hard. You know?
I'm not going back to the club, Stevie. I'm not going back to the club.
I mean, it's just that like Marlo, and then what's so crazy is Marlo is now, and it's so crazy to me how these fans are like they're very fickle as well because now that Marlo is saying that okay, Jamie. Now that Marlo is the one out here saying that Candy doesn't show all of her life and Candy doesn't do this and Candy doesn't do that. Now all of a sudden the fans, some of these fans are agreeing with what Marlo was saying. But I feel like Candy has showed her life pretty much the most out of everybody that's sitting there. And when it comes down to Marlo, we don't know nothing about her.
I want to know who's hitting that square reader. I didn't say it. That's what I want to know. If we're really going to get into it, I want to know how you can afford the clothing that you afford.
Right.
I want to know if it's boosted. I want to know how to get that hookup. And I also want to know every person that she has dated, because there's no way that Marlo has been celibate for these last 10 years. And Charles Grant don't even like girls like her.
Isn't that her ex?
Charles Grant likes trans women. So
let me shut the hell up.
You know what?
Got it.
I wasn't even going there with Nene and Marlo being his type. I was just saying I wasn't going there if that's where you were about to go, Jamie.
No, I wasn't about to go there. I was thinking about someone that she looks like that's not a woman, but I'm not gonna go there.
You know what?
Oh, that guy whose daughter's doing the GoFundMe, Amos?
Oh no.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so it goes back to this question. Do you guys agree with Marlo when she says that Candy doesn't show enough?
I don't know. Because I definitely felt that she did it at one point, but when you look at her range of her being on this show as many years as she has, I feel like she has given us a whole lot. So
issues with her dad, AJ dying, taking care of his children, meeting Todd on the show, Mama Joyce not approving of Todd, all of
Riley and her daddy situation,
Riley and her dad's situation. I don't know. I'll say this because I picked up on this, and y'all can tell me if I'm off or not.
Mm-hmm.
When Marlo went to Candy to discuss her nephew's passing right after it happened, Marlo felt like Candy wasn't acknowledging him. But I think the way Candy operates is because they have to shoot the scene, Candy allows you to bring it up. And it kind of breaks the fourth wall, right? Because you're not supposed to have these side conversations where the person's tea. So I think Candy was playing the game of Housewives, where Marlo is there. She already told you 2 days ago her nephew died. Now you're going to allow Marlo to initiate that conversation, and that's what she did. So yeah, I think the producers were trying to get Candy with that flashback, but what they actually did was show how these shows work.
That, and they showed that Candy did give her, like, she cared for her in that moment, which is one thing Marlo said she didn't do. Then it transferred to, she didn't send flowers and she didn't do this. And I feel like this. If Marlo was saying that coming from a place of, as a friend, you didn't do this for me, I feel like I would understand more. But she's trying to come from a place where she's trying to connect it to the shooting that happened at Candy's restaurant. And that's where the disconnect is. If she came at it with a different angle, we probably would be here for her. But at the same time, it still wouldn't make sense because you let 3 years go by. You was hanging out with Candy, confiding in Candy all last season and everything. I just can't take her.
I have a disconnect, Scotty. I have a disconnect with the viewers. We got almost 300 people in here, and Scotty don't even have 100 likes. Ooh, I feel disconnected.
Oh, wow.
Not y'all robbing.
I feel disconnected. And
not y'all stealing the entertainment and not hitting the like button.
and subscribe. Scotty is on the road to 50K. And Jamie
Period.
is just a hop, skip, and a jump.
Away from
So
50K. Okay, she
if
right
you are
there.
if you're watching
We
this,
all
go
like
ahead
right
and
now.
subscribe to the people. We're giving you a show,
For
and
sure.
we're not being good. So,
But please
so
like up the video, guys.
and
It's
subscribe.
only one. It just take one little clickety click.
Thank you. Thank you.
Subscribe to the
I'm
channel.
reconnected. I'm reconnected.
Okay.
I think the problem that I got with it, because
Reconnected.
there's some people that feel like those of us that don't agree with Marlo or feel what Marlo is saying, that we're slow and we don't have no sense or whatever. But I don't know. I mean, for me, like I said, you can't tell anybody how to grieve, and you can't tell nobody how to react to a death, because for me, I deal with death in a different way with people. It's like, for me, I'm not emotionally equipped to deal with death like that. So it's like, if a friend of mine loses somebody or something like that, I would text them, let them know, I'm here for them. I give them my condolences, and then I let them know, like, if you ever need to talk, then or vent about it or cry about it, you can always hit me up. But I don't blow them up like that, because I know, for me, if I lose someone, I don't want nobody blowing me up. I don't want nobody popping up at my house and doing, like, I don't need all that. I see you at the funeral, I see you at the repast. We ain't got to do, because I'd rather be alone when I'm grieving. So that's the way that I deal with it. And some people don't like my approach. Some people have stopped being my friend because of that approach. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, I think, in a sense, we have to respect how people grieve, and we do have to respect how people react to such and such, because, like, I have a best friend since kindergarten who lost her grandfather back in April. I didn't blow her up. What I did was, I texted her, I came by the house, I sat with her for about an hour or so, and I went on by my merry little way. And when she needed me, she called me, and I was there. And and that's just the way I do it, because I'm not an emotional person anyway. So that's just the way that I do it. But some people don't like that, but I can't, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm not there for you. I'm there. It may not just be in the way that, you want me to be, I guess,
Right.
But the only problem really in this situation is that Marlo didn't say this until 2-3 years later.
That is the problem.
So it's like, maybe Candy would have understood it better had she said it then versus now. And it's like, you're saying it for another reason.
That's exactly what it is. It ain't really got nothing to do with the nephew. It's just her trying to be able to take a shot at Candy. Not your nephew done passed you, told her about it, but then you trying to make money off her a few days later. Nah, sis. No,
Think
ma'am.
about
You weren't
this.
too sad about it.
Jamie has a son. Let's say that her son decides to intern at the Make It Make Sense brand. Do y'all really think that Jamie is not going to put in a call to Mims, her friend, and say, you better not say shit wrong to my son. You better have his back. This boy worked for Candy, and Marlo at no point called her friend and coworker and said, watch out for my nephew. Or when you're laying people off because of the panini, make sure my nephew's not on that list because he really loves that job. She didn't do any of that, which is why I really believe Marlo did not know that boy worked for Candy until he passed away.
I agree. And
there's
it
no
also
way that
makes
you would have your son working for me and not call me.
I also question how close she really was with him. It's no disrespect. It's just an observation. It is giving you use them when it's beneficial for you. Hi, nephew 2 and 3. Like, that's what it's giving. Like, you use your nephews when it's beneficial for you. That's sad.
But then people want to use the word trauma, like the stuff that happened at Blaze is a trigger for Marlo because her nephew got shot.
So what y'all think it is for Candy? What her actual cousin got? popped at her restaurant.
Right.
It's a business person not wanting to discuss it, right? Because that wasn't the only time that there was like a shooting there, and the other shooting didn't have
It was
anything to
at.
do with. It
I
was
think
at
the
one
other
of the
shooting was.
restaurants.
Yeah, the other shooting was
I
at
think like Blake
OLG.
was it?
And the
One
other
was
shooting
at
was at
Blaze and one was at
OLG, and what?
OG.
Yeah, the one that happened with her cousin was at Blaze.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think that's any business person is not gonna want that like as the headline and at. We don't know if we're gonna serve bullets or biscuits. Nobody wants to be the punchline.
Girl, we don't even know if we're gonna get our order.
Right.
So I think that as a business person, she knew, let me try to minimize this now so that it doesn't become a thing. But Marlo has been like a dog with a bone. No pun intended. I wasn't trying to call her a dog.
Do y'all think Candy really minimized it though? Let me
I think she
minimize this
wanted.
now. I feel like
I
she
think
could have did a better job at minimizing it. I feel like when she got in the confessional, yes, that's one thing, right? But when you amongst the ladies, I feel like that's separate. And when Drew asked her, it was like a brush off type of like, they're good, they're fine. You know, the ladies wanted to talk about it. I feel like she could have cleared it in a good way to where she didn't go in depth about it and be able to move on. So now, Marlo, you can't use that as a storyline. And this is me definitely putting the nail in the coffin. So y'all producers don't even try and bring this up no more. Because then I already told y'all. Yeah, there was an incident that happened that resulted in my nephew being injured. He's in the hospital. He's doing great. You know, of course, we do not condone violence, but due to what took place, everything is legal. So I can't go into more detail about that. Whatever. And then move on.
I'm mad. I'm not. I guess I'm the kind of person where you really do not want to fight me because we'll be fighting forever. Like
that's that Aquarius shit.
Not you acting like Jocelyn.
We are both Aquarians, and I
Cardi
feel the same
B.
way.
Jocelyn bit off Cardi.
Who was Cardi fighting? Who all was she fighting? Oh, you talking about at the reunion?
Said, no. When she was like, if a girl got beef with me, she can have beef with me forever.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you was talking about fighting everybody like Celine did this weekend.
No.
No, I'm just for me personally, the get back would be real. Like we really about to we're gonna go at it. And you want to talk about the shooting at my restaurant? I'm gonna hire somebody to find out who the billionaire was. And I'm going to publicize that.
Listen, that's some housewife. That would have been great. That's
absolutely
like Kenya bringing Miss what's the lady?
The cookie lady.
Yes, that's like Kenya bringing the cookie lady to the front. That would have been great.
Absolutely.
You have the money for it. Private investigators can do a lot.
Since you want to go in the past, let's go in it.
Absolutely.
I would bring out everybody she's dated in the past. I would look to see whose name the business is in. You can find a lot of stuff.
First of all, shout out to Josiah.
I didn't get to meet Josiah when he came down.
You met him before?
I know. When?
Y'all met last year when we were all there for my birthday. We had went to that Rowdy Tiger place.
Oh, I do. Okay, but
you didn't get to meet him this time.
Yeah,
that's the only problem.
Yeah, that's what it was.
He'll be back. We'll all be back at the same time. Child, Jamar just bought a house. We'll be down there. We'll be there. He'll be there. It'll be a housewarming party. He already said you was on the list to be there.
That's gonna be nice.
Congratulations, Jamar.
Yeah, congratulations.
See, Sakina said it. She said at the dinner we was all there.
What's Sakina?
I don't know. Sakina,
okay, that's good.
You don't always show up to the dinners.
To my Sakina, she don't. But shout out to Josiah and Aaron Wiles Out TV, Josiah's World TV, and Nisi. All of y'all, all of our friends is in the chat, child. Shout out to all of y'all.
Hey, Nisi.
Look, Sakina gonna say something. I haven't met Nisi either. I was supposed to meet Nisi in Dallas, but I was sick. I couldn't meet her. But you know. But she did. I think she did say the next time I come to Houston, one of the next times I come to Houston, she'll come down. That's gonna be next week, and I did not tell her. I forgot. Oh my God, sorry, Nisi. I'll be back in August though. But Sakina said y'all better leave me alone. I'm gonna be at the next one, ma'am.
Okay.
We're gonna see now. You know we gotta find a place with a vegan menu for your ass every time we go somewhere. So you know. But
those cupcakes weren't vegan that she was
vegan. I don't know how that is, but what went vegan? What
Those
cupcakes?
cupcakes at
What
the cookie
cupcakes?
lady's
Oh, the
place.
cookie lady.
Oh,
I
y'all. Oh,
thought
that
they
must have been when
were.
y'all went there.
Mhm.
Yeah, I thought they were.
She's a baby vegan like Portia.
Now. Speaking
Child.
of Portia, do y'all want to see her back on this
Not
show?
really. Not
Oh,
really.
oh,
Anything to save the show.
Not necessarily.
okay. Okay.
I would like, I don't know. I feel like if they do any revamping, in my opinion, I would not mind seeing new ladies versus us reaching
I
back,
agree.
pulling people. And I only say that because I don't want to give any leeway to bringing Kim Zolciak back.
Kim is coming
Um,
back.
I don't. I mean, we are gonna see a piece of her, but like this season, but I don't want her coming back. And
She's coming back.
I stop
I'm
saying
probably, I'm
it.
gonna be, I'm gonna stop
She's
tuning.
actual friends with Truly Original. Like she's actually friends. When Kim
Ugh.
said bye
I'm
Peach
probably
to
not gonna be
Kenya,
tuning.
she knew that Truly Original was about to fire Kenya. She is in there, and they consistently always gave her a show, and she now has a storyline. Kim is coming back.
Let
I d-
Kim go back to Tardy. Let her go over there. Let
Did
her
you
go
say
over there.
let Kim go back to the trailer?
Yes,
no,
go
you
over
said
there. Tardy, whatever, whichever one. Go
party
over
for the
there.
trailer.
Yeah,
Party
there
for
we
the
go.
trailer.
Yeah, go over there. Please, because we don't want to like you don't even want to be around these black women. You only want to be around them when it's beneficial for you. Like,
Right. Now you want to come
go
back
over
because you
there.
need a check. Like, girl, bye. Going on
Begging
somewhere.
for a check at this point.
Technically, I do think somebody will wipe her up, to be honest with you. There's going to be somebody who, if Erica Jane could get a 70-year-old multimillionaire or 80-year-old, however her new boyfriend is,
Kim not getting
somebody
married
is.
to nobody again. Kim said,
No, but
"Y'all
they're
stop
going to,
to have me tied the hell up. I'm gonna
she's
get
going to
me
find a
another
rich
sugar
man.
daddy." There we
She's
go.
going to
But
Yeah, she's
find,
she's
gonna
not
get
gonna
yeah.
another
marry.
big papa.
There we
Another big
go.
papa. Okay, I agree with Jamie when she says that with this show moving forward, you feel like they should get like another round of ladies, and I've been
Mhm.
saying that. I do think that it's time to usher in a new generation of Real Housewives of Atlanta at this point. As much as I love Candy, Candy has a lot going on, and at this point, she shouldn't even be doing this show now. Like this lady's Tony nominated, she Emmy nominated, she got all these things going on for herself, and I mean, I don't as a person that loves Candy, I don't mind seeing her on the show. But when you got all this shit going on, you got to know when to just step off the porch.
I want Candy to go back and talk to Escape and convince them to come back because
Yes, I
Add
would
them to
rather
the
see her.
show.
that
No,
I would rather
or
see an escape show.
turn
Honestly,
Candy and
add.
the gang into Vanderpump Rules. Like those are like your two right there. Like, yes, go do those.
So you want OLG to come back and combine it with Escape?
Not really.
no.
If she can have another show, Candy had multiple shows on the network. If they can bring back Candy and the gang and make it like a Vanderpump Rules, go do that.
That's
They
true.
tried. That
I
was
don't think they should
OLG.
have canceled the show. I think the show needed more opportunity. Because I don't
I
think
didn't.
Vanderpump hit right out the gate for the first one, and they didn't got 10 seasons. So I feel like they should have given them more time.
Vanderpump had a scandal.
No.
That's
Vanderpump had a scandal this season, right?
no that
But they
season.
always have some sort of a scandal. But if that's what we're using, then that's what I mean.
Absolutely.
Get into the people's business and create the Candy and the gang to be similar to Vanderpump Rules.
I want them
And
to
it
just
don't have to
bring
just
in
be Candy
Tiny.
and the gang. It could be Blaze and stuff. You said bring
Mm.
in who?
I think they should bring in Tiny and Tamika, add them to RHOA.
Well, Tiny
Oh
was
no,
actually
baby.
supposed to be on The Real Housewives of Atlanta the
She
season that
was
Candy was on, but she suggested Candy over herself.
because T.I.
So,
wasn't having
Well,
it.
yeah. And she
well,
went and got her
you
own
but
show.
you I think she should definitely be. I like Tiny. I like seeing little bits and pieces of her life that she doesn't produce.
So for me,
Mm.
I'll take a LaToya Luckett because she had some mess over there with the family hustle,
She
and they
did.
smashed the show. So bring my girl
She
LaToya Luckett
did.
because I want that tea. But I also feel like I would love to get raw people coming into reality. That's what made us like Nene. We did not know her.
Yes.
But they were so raw. They
I
did not
agree.
know how to produce themselves on television. They only knew how to give you what they wanted, i.e. Love and Marriage Huntsville in the beginning, girl. Because let's talk about what was. Let's not talk about what's now. Because right now,
But you're
it's
never
not
gonna
giving
get
what
a
it was.
toothless housewife though.
Ah!
They're never gonna come on
Good.
toothless now.
Look at this on the screen. Absolutely not. I do not want to see Georgia Prune on no damn Real Housewives of Atlanta.
she's doing
Absolutely
good.
not.
She got
Absolutely
Real
Talking
not.
Housewives of
about-
Love and Hip Hop. That's what they doing over there, and it's
She don't
cute.
even need to be over there. Let her go.
Talking
I see
about-
people saying they want Tamika. I mean, I'll take
I
a
would
Tamika.
love Tamika to be on
Because Tamika
Housewives.
is
I
raw
would love
technically,
it.
because what
Mhm.
she gave to the new season of Escape, it was very raw.
Yes.
So I could do a Tamika. I could do a Latoya Luckett. I think we should keep Drew. I would want to know more about what's
Yeah.
gonna happen with that. And those are three people right there. I'm trying to see who else we got.
Someone said
Mills
Quad
rolling
from
his
Married to
eyes.
Married. Somebody said Quad from Married
Absolutely,
to
absolutely not, absolutely not, absolutely not. Nah. Y'all can bring Mariah. Okay, y'all
You
can
know
bring
what?
Mariah.
You know what? I
Mariah
don't even
would be
like. I
good.
don't even like Mariah, but I would take her on Housewives of
On
Atlanta.
Housewives.
I would
Like,
take her
that
on
would be
Housewives of
entertaining.
Atlanta.
She
I
would
can
be the
see that.
her and Drew would be the only ones really produced, like know how this stuff go when it comes to Bravo.
Mhm.
Outside of that, somebody said bring Monica in as a friend of. I don't know.
Okay, and you know I love Monica. You
And
know
me
I
too.
love Monica.
They can't handle Monica.
And on top of that, Monica
mean
ain't gonna
Gunica?
wanna Monica, yes, Gunica. Okay. They not gonna know how to handle her. She not gonna be with that production shit. And it's only gonna be so much that she can take. And she not, and another thing about Monica, she ain't really with the drama, so she not really gonna show that much. Because even when she had her own show on BET, when her and Rocco broke up, she ended the show because she didn't want to talk about her breakup with Rocco. And I enjoyed her on Family Friends Hustle, but all the drama was with Latoya.
Now,
I want to see people like Monica who bring on, she's best friends with the dude who does Balmain. Like, there is something to be said about the stars that Keeping Up with the Kardashians can pull into their show. If you had Monica on there, huh?
Let me write this down. I don't want too many stars. Let me see. We said Drew, Latoya.
Drew is a star. Drew's claim to fame was she was the girl in
No, I said I
video.
don't. No. I said I don't want too many stars. And now I'm trying to count who all we said we will.
Yeah, she don't want too many stars, is what she's saying.
Because we said Latoya, Monica. Who else you talking about?
I didn't say
Tamika.
Tamika
Scott is perfect for the show.
I would say T-Boss too, but that's my.
Y'all over here talking about Rashida. Rashida over here rapping about legs to the moon. You somebody's grandma.
Okay, K. Michelle. You know what? K. Michelle said she wanted to do the Housewives of Atlanta, but they would never let her on Housewives of Atlanta. They would never let her on Housewives of Atlanta, but I would be here for it. I ain't gonna lie. I'll be here for it. What about Tamika Foster? What about Tamika Foster? Usher ex-wife. What about her?
What about her?
Wait, hold on.
Being on the Housewives.
Right. What about
y'all?
her?
If I don't come back, somebody then got me. Hold on.
I hope not.
Right.
How we gonna know? You done muted everything. We don't know if they got you or not. But I guess if you don't come back.
You don't want to see her on there? I liked her on Hollywood. I mean, Atlanta Exes, even though she was a complete ass. Tori Hart, Kevin Hart's ex-wife. She was fun.
I feel like if we got Drew, Latoya, Tamika, then everybody else can be brand new people.
That's true.
I say keep Monyetta, give her another chance because she trying to find her way, child. Lord knows she in the dark. Monyetta in the dark like this. Trying to figure out her goddamn way because I'm over here like Monyetta, it's not giving what I wanted to give for you.
And I love Monyetta.
Me too. So that's why I'm like Monyetta, Drew, Latoya Luckett, Tamika Scott, and then just bring in like two new girls that we don't know.
We can't bring in all friends of Candy. No, we can't do that.
I rebuke you.
It can't all be Candy's friends on the show.
But Candy know everybody though.
That's what I'm saying.
But Candy don't like everybody.
But Candy, we're not even including Candy in this.
We're not even including Candy in the.
She's not even in this.
Okay.
But I would rather but like Jamie said, I would rather see another Escape show because they know how to bring the shit. because I like Escape Still Kicking It, and I loved Queens of R&B. That was everything. I wish they
It
had way
was.
more than 6
Me too.
episodes. That was
I wish it was still
everything.
on right now. We needed another
Right.
6.
Because listen, I
You know,
still look at it on Peacock. I
listen,
love
they
it.
came knocking at my door to give me this.
What's that?
What is
Aw.
this?
Thank you for letting us see your location. Got a white boy on my roster. He be feeding me lobster.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Not Omarosa. Not y'all saying bring Omarosa.
Until
on the
you
show.
do right by me, Jamie. Until you do right
Oh
by
my
me.
goodness.
Hilarious. Can
Not y'all saying Malaysia. No.
y'all stop? I saw that
No, we
on
don't.
social
We don't want
media.
that. We don't want
Malaysia
that.
can take
Unless
herself
she's
to
dating.
Basketball Wives Orlando. It's closer to Atlanta because I think she came back to Atlanta, right?
Yep.
So she can do that one. She can do the one in Orlando, and that'll give her that fresh start to be around other housewives and not be around like, Brandy them. But you know what else is interesting? They said Brandy them wasn't coming to the LA one.
Yeah.
They won't be returning. But then my
Mhm.
question is she splitting the cast up and sending some of them down to Orlando?
If
Well,
she
we
couldn't
know
afford a house
a
in
British ain't
Atlanta,
going
how could she
nowhere.
afford
Yeah,
it
British ain't
in-
going nowhere but to a sale. That's where she going.
If she couldn't afford a house in Atlanta, how's she gonna afford one in Orlando?
Well, she could fly out for like a month or two. Shawnee can put her up.
In an
That's what they
Airbnb
do.
somewhere.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
more than likely what they're gonna do. um, and they say Megan, that was on Basketball Wives LA, she's gonna be on that show.
Yeah, I heard that. Now, I think they need to go dig up Royce Reed and have Royce on there because Royce had some drama last year,
I need a
baby.
balanced panel because I ready to argue. Busy. I be watching your reviews and I don't agree with
Hey,
shit you
Busy.
be saying. I don't agree with shit you be saying. And people, it's a certain person on Twitter that be sending me all your reviews and shit. And I said, I watch him. I know Busy pretty well. I watch him, and baby, I don't agree with nothing he's saying. Nothing.
Is the person on
okay?
Twitter that sends you Busy's reviews for?
No. I wish it
No,
was
it's
for.
not.
Not y'all saying, no, y'all need to stop talking about Omarosa. No.
Baby.
But that would be funny.
That would be entertaining.
It's a sad state of affair that we are having this conversation with even entertaining Omarosa, Malaysia, LaQuisha.
But
That's how
Omarosa
bad
would,
RHOA has gotten.
if Kenya's not on the show, y'all have to put Omarosa in her in that place. Like, she will collect the girls. Like, I used to not like Omarosa, but as I've gotten older, the way she gathers people, I'm here for it. She don't let nobody disrespect her. Like, get them together in that moment. I love it.
Absolutely.
I don't dislike that lady no more.
And while Busy talking, he didn't even text me back yet.
He busy.
Now how she got Wendy. If we could get Omarosa versus Wendy, I would watch that.
Now that was hilarious. That was some hilarious
Oh,
shit.
that Wendy.
Yes,
From
that
Potomac?
Wendy.
No, Wendy.
No.
No.
Wendy
The
Williams.
first, it was like
Oh.
one of the first episodes of
remember
the Wendy
that.
Williams show.
She collected
And
her.
she said, "You
Remember
over
when
there
she was
talking
on
about
the
me?"
Bethany show too?
Yeah, she got Bethany together too.
That was funny.
She just
That
got
was-
some other lady together on her news show. I think the other day.
Really?
Yeah, because it was something dealing with Donald Trump. I saw it on TikTok.
Oh God, not
And
Donald
dang, I
Trump.
forgot. I know the lady's face, but I can't think of her name. But baby, when I tell you Omarosa got her together, she got her, and she was so calm about it. Check the shit out of her. I was
This
like,
is not the
ooh.
people's business, Scotty. It's not, but you still ain't do it. Anyway,
Well, Busy
Monte
was supposed to
said
call you.
no, he was supposed to text me back. But he hasn't texted me back yet. Someone said Kia Monte 14 said, y'all heard the Potomac news. I did. They did say that they brought a friend to the show for Wendy. When one of Wendy's friends is on the show this season.
Oh, okay. The girl in the photo was she, Wendy, and Candace.
Yes.
Okay, I saw that.
Y'all, what if we're in DR at the same time? I don't want to run into them. They probably will shank me.
Nah, they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that.
They're in DR. I'm going tomorrow.
Well,
Oh, they are.
make sure you
Giselle
say
would wanna
hi.
Get me. Giselle would want to get me.
Make sure you say hi. I
Candace
don't know
and
if
Chris watch
Giselle
my
takes
stuff.
that as serious.
I don't think she cares.
I don't think so.
I don't think she cares. Now, if it's
Then
Candace,
I'm not
she'll
working
care.
hard enough.
Now we we got 9 more minutes. So someone brought this up in the chat, and it was saying that why they don't never do a show in Houston, like why they never put shows in Houston, like why not do a Real Housewives of Houston or something like that. I've always wanted a Housewives of Houston, but it's just something about Houston that never works, because I remember they did a whole season of Love and Hip Hop Houston, and it never came out.
Yikes. I do remember that. I remember that. I don't know what it is about Houston. I'm not sure. They don't have, I thought they had one at one point. Or was it Dallas? No.
They had Housewives of Dallas.
Yeah, they haven't had the Houston. Gotcha.
They had
I
Married
don't
to
know.
Medicine Houston. And
Yeah,
that's
what it was.
The issue was they brought guns to set.
Yeah,
like,
they brought the
Houston is
guns
for real.
Yeah. Yeah, because
And Megan was a part of that.
Megan was a part of that show. Johnny Blaze was a part of that show. Just Brittany. I think Kurt Cobain was a part of that show. I think Lil Kiki.
Oh boy, who couldn't afford his house.
Man, Houston would have been so lit. That would have been such a lit show.
I swear it would have been lit. I was here for it too. I was here for it too.
Who's that? Who used to date LaToya Luckett?
Slim Thug.
Okay, so here's a little bit of tea. Slim Thug couldn't actually afford a house. So Slim Thug rented a penthouse just for the sake of the show. But Slim Thug couldn't even have a car, so he was riding the bus.
Oh wow!
So you rented a penthouse.
Oh wow!
To be on the show.
Why so he be getting him and Flo Rida mixed up sometimes?
Oh my god!
It's the tea.
I don't know why. Is it?
I hate Flo Rida. I don't like anybody who doesn't want to pay child support.
After he done got that large settlement.
Trash box.
But I agree with Jamie. Love and Hip Hop Houston would have been lit. I wanted to see that.
It's too real if they bringing guns.
Well, we're gonna get right for sure. We'll get Real Housewives of New Orleans. Remember they did that casting earlier this year, so hopefully that'll come at some point next year, or maybe they're filming now. Who knows? I don't know.
Can it just be a black cast?
That's what I want. I'm tired of these pop. Yeah, I would prefer.
Lawrence Blair, who told me about Slim Thug. So, in that particular building, there is a rental and a owner for the penthouse. He was on the rental side because I know the person who owns the other one. That's all I know that. And the reason he was riding the bus, I think, is because something had happened to his license. So that's how I know that.
Oh, wow. Well, all right then. That show was gonna be, like I said, I agree with Jamie. That was gonna be a lit ass show. Then Johnny Blaze was on there beefing with Just Brittany. I wanted to see that. Oh my god!
I'm tired of Johnny Blaze. I'm tired of
I like Johnny Blaze.
Anytime that you can say, what did she say? Something about there was something about a baby where she was pregnant and dancing, I remember that. And working. I can't remember what it was, but it was just kind of like, you're talented, but I felt like Johnny Blaze was the type who saw what Jocelyn did on screen and then just tried to mimic it and thought that it would make her a celebrity. And she had messed with the likes of Drake.
Yeah, she's very troubled. And she can sing too.
Yeah, and play piano.
She can sing. I want to know when Love and Hip Hop Hollywood is coming back. That's what I want to know.
I don't think it is.
But I was finna say the same thing. I don't know if they're gonna bring it back though. But but if they bring it back, Monique's not gonna be there. So it's just like I don't know if I want to see that.
Yeah, Masika not gonna be there either. I'm sure.
Right. Like, and Tiara Marie wasn't really there the last season. Her and Nikki came in the middle.
Oh no, Tiara will be back. Tiara, I think about her sometimes. I be like, dang, I wonder how the pandemic did her. Right? I feel like she, a lot of these reality stars, it look good on TV, but they don't really make the money like that for real. And then you living over there in LA. Yeah, I wonder how things are going.
For those of you that may have watched Love and Hip Hop Atlanta last night, you had Bambi on screen talking about splitting up some damn rent. And I'm just like,
listen, boy. I
was like, what?
Boy, listen.
Splitting the rent.
fact for me that you got these kids, 3 of them, and you ain't trying to pay your bills, sir. That's
Exactly.
what's killing me softly. That's wild.
Exactly.
Somebody said, "Do you think Atlanta is overrun with reality stars?" No. Oh, it's. I don't think it's oversaturation. I think the core issue is real storylines. The reason
Yeah,
that Escape and SWV resonated with so many of us was because that was something that was earthed from a real issue.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Anything
Say it.
else that's like like fluff, or even though I think Marlo is attempting to use a real issue, i.e. her nephew or her cousin's passing, it doesn't connect. And that's why Andy had a sit down with her last year and said, I don't understand your relationships with the women.
Mm,
If your executive producer is watching the show and telling you, take note, and she did not, because the audience, it's not resonating with us. And I think that Marlo is going to be the downfall of the show.
mm, yeah, yeah. I can see
Yeah,
that.
that's unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
Not Brooke
But
Valentine, but I loved her.
I loved her on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood.
She don't have
she
no
was
money
so
though.
she was
Can
so
we get some people with
messy.
money?
She was so
Mm.
messy on there. I loved it too.
I want
Break
some
up
people
with
with
him
money
before
and
he break
clout.
up with you.
Listen.
I
Mm.
miss like Love and Hip Hop Hollywood was starting to be better than Atlanta at some point. It was beginning to shit on them.
Now I
Yeah,
think
but
it's the reverse. I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
Now I think Atlanta. I think Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. This first episode
they
is
coming
doing
back.
so good, way better than some. A lot of the episodes I've seen thus far. It's not that Real Housewives of Atlanta is bad. Last week's was their worst episode, in my personal opinion. But I think what
Hmm.
Mim said, like, yeah, they're lacking storyline. And my thing is, if when y'all sit down with these ladies and they tell you what they want to bring to the table for the next season, y'all gotta be honest and be like,
This ain't gonna
yay
work.
or nay, because sometimes, regardless of what their following is, that's going to guarantee oh so many views. Regardless of what their following is, if they don't have nothing to bring to the table, that's not going to entertain us. Drew doesn't have as many followers as some of the other bigger stars of Housewives, but her storyline to me is more entertaining, especially now that
Hmm.
we know what's going on. Remember the last season, Portia was there and the whole Bolo situation. Drew still to me had the better storyline with
She
everything that
did.
was going on with her husband.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's some real stuff that people go through, like in their marriage, whether they decide to divorce or stay together. Like that's more entertaining. Ain't nobody else bringing it. And we are exhausted at this point with Kenya and the Mark situation. Kenya says she's been a wife for 5 years. I love you down, Kenya, but it's really been 2. And you've been in separation mode for 3 years. So now we like, what else going on? So
I have not been interested in Drew since she was in that Sean Paul video, Give It All to Me.
Oh my
That's it.
God.
I
If
didn't
you
know
don't
that.
stop. Yeah, she was in
That's
that
her.
video.
I did not know that. I'm gonna have to go look for that,
um,
Drew.
That was the
Aaron,
last time I was interested in her.
Love and Hip Hop New York. I don't think that's ever coming back either.
You don't have
That
to.
show sucked.
You don't have to. Especially now Yandy then came down to Love and Hip Hop
uh,
ATL.
Jamie, is it just me, or do I feel like Yandy puts a stain on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta? As good as it is for this first episode, I don't want Yandy there. Like it don't feel like Love and Hip Hop Atlanta while she's
I don't
there.
think he puts a stain on it. I think there was a stain on it when she was like shot like it seemed like when Love and Hip Hop came back in like 2021, seemed like the show was filmed around Yandy and they thought
Yandy,
that was gonna be enough, but it just wasn't what we were used to and we didn't like it. Like I don't think she's a stain because we only saw a little bit of her this episode, and I love that. Like I want to continue to see that much of her if y'all are gonna have her around because y'all are forcing her on us and y'all are gonna keep Yandy there. So just give
right?
me this much. That's all
Just
I
a
can
little
really say.
bit. Just a
That's all.
little bit. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is gonna be the last thing I asked because we already had an hour and we all agreed that we weren't gonna be on here that long. But this is a great conversation. Someone asked Aaron Wiles
Hold on
TV.
before you ask that question. Hold
Uh
on.
huh.
We got 400 people watching and only 200 likes.
Ooh, now y'all
I'm
know
a,
y'all need your ex. What?
I'm gonna need those likes to go up.
Let these likes go up, y'all. We over 400 people. We done talked our ass off for over an hour. Get these likes up. Give me at least the 300 likes or so.
Come on, now, at least
You know.
300.
But the question was, Jamie and Mills, what you think about Remy Ma and Gia Casey possibly joining the Real Housewives of New Jersey?
Mim's face has me cackled.
I know I would watch if Remy Ma.
I would love that. Bring some melanin over, please. Bring some melanin over, please. I am not crazy about DJ Envy. He's the most least like person of the Breakfast Club for me, and has been for a very long time.
You
I
talking
agree.
about
However,
melanin and then DJ Envy in the same breath. That don't even make sense.
what? Who in the same breath?
I said you talking about melanin and DJ Envy in the same breath. That don't even make
Yeah, you're right. You're right. With you when you're right. Okay, it don't make sense. But I am here for seeing Gia. And I think that would be dope. I would like it. I would love to see it.
I can see
throw,
Remy Ma right
throw
now.
Erica Mena in that cast.
Absolutely not. No, thank you. I'm not. You're not going to drag Safari to New York, bitch. We're not. I'm not. See, that's where I'm not gonna play with you.
Well,
Okay.
she was DJ Envy's mistress. That's why I'm saying.
Ooh, okay. I hear that. I hear that. But let me tell you, I'll be too busy crying about what Safari did to her, knowing what she did to DJ Envy and his wife. Okay. Or at least not what she did to DJ Envy, but more so what she did to Gia or Gia, because her name's not Gia, it's Gia.
Oh, it's Gia. Okay.
But yeah, nah, leave her down there in Atlanta whining over Safari. Where the divorce this man, worried about who he with and what he doing and all this other girl. Girl, stay down there.
No, I don't. I'm sorry. I think Remy Ma is gorgeous. Who she has morphed into, everything that I love her marriage. I really love seeing her daughter. Super cute family.
Here we
but
go.
They were a snooze fest on Love and Hip Hop New York. If Remy ain't about that life and she can't really do nothing, or she can't, pow somebody in the gut like she's accustomed to, I don't need to see this cleaned up. What? I want to see Remy with two-tone hair. That's who
I don't. I feel like she should not, like, I feel like she worked hard on herself, right? She's done a lot to change her image and all of that. And I feel like she deserves the opportunity to show a different side of herself. Now, who's to say she's going to be a full-time? She might just be a friend of, and that might just be enough and all that we need. But
it's not organic though, Jamie. It's not organic. Like, we need organic. If you have Teresa, do you have any black friends? Like, that's what I want to know. Do you have anybody who
Teresa's not on New York? Or was it New Jersey?
It's New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Oh, New Jersey.
They said New Jersey. Yeah, that's what they're saying. They're saying that Remy and Gia was trying to be on Jersey. No, Remy was actually what's the lady name? Ebony K. Williams. She recommended her for New York, but it didn't work because she lived in New Jersey. So now they're saying that her and Gia are being approached for New Jersey now because Remy actually lives in New Jersey.
Because we don't know Gia. We've seen that's the thing. I know we keep saying, oh, let's go back to Atlanta. I think we're all nervous for Atlanta, to be honest with you. Everybody who reviews the show, everybody who has been invested in the show from the beginning, we're nervous. So that's why we're like, okay, well, who can we get to come back and add new people? But in all honesty, I want to see somebody who I don't know. We have seen every iteration of Remy Ma. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying, I would love to see her there. I can see her now. Teresa, are you dumb? I can see it right now.
I don't need an Ianla on. I need somebody who's just as ignorant as Teresa. I need a rich woman who lives behind the gates, also has a mansion in that area, so spending is not going to impress them, because that's the other problem. What Kenya and Candy can do, the rest of the girls can't. They might have.
That's Marlo's problem.
Yes, you said
they just can't. By the time that you are going to go and pick up your packages at Neiman Marcus as a scene on a show, that's rock bottom. That's rock bottom. I'm sorry. give us new people who have money and who are interesting. We need a Mary Cosby on the cast of RHOA.
Not
We need
America.
That's what I just
weird,
said, man. I said that a while ago. Bring new people, you know.
weird with
But
money, eccentric. We need Kathy Hilton, black, and art on Atlanta. Or even, you know what? Mix the cast up. No, we are
what we said.
integrated since 1950.
Not Drita.
There's
Mob wives.
yeah, no, I mean, but integration
Mm.
happened. We could bring on somebody who's not a mistress. We could bring on some white people on RHOA who also
No,
live
thank you.
behind the
No,
gates.
no, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you.
I say bring on some weird rich people. I'm sorry. That's what I want to see. I want to
I'm with the rich, but I'm not with the white. I'm not with the white. And it's not discrimination. No, no
discrimination.
shade. No shade. No shade. Then if that's the case, bring back KMZ.
Oh
Okay.
God, no.
But outside of that, like, nah. Who is that? I'm trying to think of some white folks that live in Atlanta. Yeah, ain't got none. So yeah,
I'm
let me
trying
know,
to think
ma'am.
because we're doing it like celebrity driven.
That's
But
right.
the best part about I was about to say
Ted
Love and Hip
Turner's
Hop Beverly
wife.
Hills.
He not married.
Marlo,
No,
the
wasn't
real
he
wife.
married? Did he got a like wife?
He was married to Jane Fonda when allegedly Marlo was sleeping with him.
Bring Jane then. Hey, Jane girl.
I mean, I think we're looking for celebrities, right? But
Mm-hmm.
I love Beverly Hills because you had somebody worth 500 million getting wrapped up in a curtain. She couldn't find her way out the door, and she didn't care that she was in a
I
scene.
cannot
That's
wait for Beverly Hills to come back.
she's not
Like,
coming back. Kathy's
no,
out.
no. I'm talking about just I saw that. I was hurt by that. I'm glad she came back last season. Not this season. I'm okay because we also lost Lisa Rinna. But I'm ready for Beverly Hills to return though. Ready to see the girls. I
Didn't they
miss
just
them.
stop? Didn't they just stop
I don't
filming?
want
I hope
Tamar. I
so.
don't want Tamar.
I don't
Tamar
want
is
Tamar on
like.
Mm-mm.
Housewives of Atlanta either. I don't. I don't know why
Here's
people
my
Nah,
keep
issue with
on.
y'all need
Tamar.
to give us more. Let me look these people up.
I we all knew that
White
Nene got
rich
her
folks in
lingo from
Atlanta.
gay people, right? Nene was like the first person who took gay lingo and brought it to
Mainstream.
reality
Yeah.
television
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
encompassed it. But then when you find out that they are considering that the standard and that's what everybody's supposed to do, when Cynthia started talking to Monique about getting herself some gays and helping her learn how to read, I was like, oh, okay, so this is the stick. Cynthia, you weren't doing that when you came on. So Nene put you on, got you a hairstylist or whatever you consider one of the gays that's going to get you the lingo, and you flipped it.
Mm.
I don't like that. To me, I think Tamar, even though I'm sure she always acted like that, I think that some of that was put on because she saw how popular Nene was for doing it.
Marjorie Harvey.
I would love it.
Mm,
Excuse me.
that would be good.
I would be talking to her ex-husband every day. My reviews would be me and Jim Townsend every day.
Mm, 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 mm,
every
mm.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Well, before we go, let me ask y'all this.
Mhm.
Do y'all have any expectations for the rest of this season at all?
I think it's gonna get better after we get past the shooting and the slicing and all of that. I think it might get a little better. I feel like what I'm looking forward to most is seeing Drew. Like when is Drew's storyline
Gonna
gonna
start
start coming into play? I am afraid that they're gonna hold out on that to like the last few episodes of the season. That's what I am afraid of.
and save it
And
for next season.
see how far they can push this Marlo versus Candy. all the way out, especially seeing how people are in such an uproar about it. Because whether you have people that like Candy or don't, or like Marlo or don't, they ain't looking at it like that. I feel at the network, they looking at the numbers like, oh wow, okay, this is good, this is working. You got people talking about it. It's not about who they really like. It's the fact that they're discussing our show. So let's keep it up. Let's see how we can drag this out. That's what I think they're gonna be doing until they start losing people. Then
Right.
they'll change.
That's true. And any thing about because I know they're filming their trip as Mims just brought up. Any expectations for Potomac?
Nah, I
Nope.
ain't got none yet.
Yeah, because they did the most last season. That's all I got on it. Well, you guys,
Mhm.
that's about it. It was a very fun conversation. Miss Jamie, I'll be back in your neck of the woods next month and in August.
Okay.
So if I don't see you in July, I will definitely see you in August, one or the other, or both
Okay.
months. Either way, I'm gonna see you. Mims
Cool.
is gonna be on vacation by the time I get back to where he's at
Mm.
next week. So, but whatever. Um, but anyways, that's about it. If y'all got any final words before we end this?
Thanks for watching. Be sure to like the video up real good, like please and thank you.
Somebody
Ma'am.
said no white people.
Listen, we see each other.
What about okay? But are we saying there's also no Latin people in Atlanta? There's
Yeah,
no other
we
races
got
in
that. I
Atlanta.
mean, yeah, we had Anila who was Indian over
That
there
was
on
married to
Married to
medicine.
Medicine. So I'm just saying, like, it's some other individuals. They need to go out there and tour your neighborhood. Oh, damn, I think she switched neighborhoods. Well, go out there to Anila neighborhood and find some people.
When does she not switch neighborhoods?
I
Go
still have
find
her
some
lean
people.
information. I didn't make that video yet.
Oh my god.
I got
Ah!
Sheree's too.
Yikes.
Okay, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the show because I damn sure enjoyed it. These two people are my friends in real life. So this is what makes it even better. But thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you guys later on our own individual channels. Bye, you
All
guys.
right. Bye, y'all. Good night.